Good evening, people. Have you watched The Matrix? Yes, no. Are you in The Matrix? Half the videos also not on. Then there's no fun like this. Maybe I'll switch off my videos. How about that? Huh? Morpheus? अरे यार दुखी कर दिया. I thought you'd call me Neo. I was going for the Neo look. What Morpheus? Udi Baba. How's everybody? You see the strobe lighting effect, even the universe is cooperating. Like I said, blinds get through as a streaks of light coming. It's just like perfect setting, you know, to discuss the matrix. Okay, all right. I cannot see a damn thing with these things, so I'm going to take them off. So, all right, I'm going to empower everybody. Now you can unmute yourselves, but with great power comes great responsibility. Yeah, Spidey's uncle, you remember that. Chalo. Ready? You guys actually watched the movie or just you're saying as a jol jal kuch to हाँ भैया देखा I cannot verify a damn thing. कुछ भी बोलो सारे है ना?
Yes, we did see it.
So ना? There's a lot of behind the scenes thing that maybe guys didn't realize, but in the movie, have you noticed that they have filtered out the blues? Did you notice that? The movie has the color bias towards the greens. They have filtered out the blue wavelengths. This is the first step towards awakening, detaching from the blue wavelength. This is a amazing insight from the directors of the Matrix. They realized the complication of the blue wavelength. It messes with the with the part of the brain that controls how do you say the diurnal cycles. So the cycles in which the body wakes up and goes to sleep, that is controlled by the portion of the brain that is just above the points where the optic nerves cross. So the right eye, the optic nerve goes to the left hemisphere of the brain. The left eye optic nerve goes to the right hemisphere of the brain, and where they cross, there is a portion of the brain right on top of it. That is the portion of the brain that gets completely messed up when it is exposed to blue wavelength. And that is part of the issue. Most of the LEDs that you're seeing today are are biasing on the blue wavelength. That is why the sleep patterns of most people are getting all distorted. Even in airplanes, you see nowadays, all the windows are electronic. I mean, in the old days, you had to open the shutters of the window, the shades during takeoff and landing. Now the air hostess just presses a button and the window becomes dark. It's all electronic. It's all electrical crystal driven. So they polarize and then they orient themselves and it blocks out the light. That's what they do. And then all the aisleway lights are essentially blue LEDs. So that's the worst thing they can do. So they dim the cabin lights and then switch on these blue LEDs. And Janta wants to go to sleep, but the blue wavelength completely distorts their brain signals, and you can't fall asleep. It's like, yeah. Anyway, that's part of the problem. So in the Matrix, you watch the whole movie. They've filtered out the blues. It's beautifully done. Did you notice that? Yeah. The movie was green biased. Nahi? Arey yaar. Good. At least I told you one thing that you didn't know. है ना? I'm done for the day. So इसके बाद it can only be down. Okay. What else? Blu-ray DVD. अच्छा.
और क्वालिटी
So then okay. You guys want to talk about something specific or no? I got nothing. This is all I have. Yeah. This is it. So if you don't ask a question, you know how Guruji says question has to be asked in a proper setting. Yeah, I wore the proper setting. I wore a black shirt. Goggles, all this. Setting is proper. अभी कुछ पूछना है तो पूछो, नहीं तो we'll keep talking.
Sir, am I audible?
Yeah, अरे प्रतिष्ठा यार,
No, no,
ओपनिंग
no, no,
बैट्समैन
no.
ऐसा पेस बॉलर होगा तो कैसे होगा लाइफ में, है ना? हाँ पूछ.
Sir, I didn't understand one scene in the movie. After which I thought I have not understood the entire movie at all. Why did Agent, that what is the name? Agent Smith said to Morpheus that I want to be free. Why he wanted to be free? Like, then why was he against Morpheus? Like, if he wanted to have the red pill, he could have being the naive and innocent person like Neo and accepted Morpheus as a master and become free. Why was he violent if he wanted to be free? Why he said he wants to be free? That's my
Why did Smith ask to be free? So for that you have to understand a little bit of the basic. So the matrix. What is Smith? Smith is not a person. Smith is a program created by the matrix. He's a digital being. What do you call being? And the the whole reason Smith is created is that where everything in the matrix has to be kept in order. So rogue programs have to be stopped before they become bigger problems, and that is Mr. Smith's job. But he's also completely digital. He's also digital, and even that digital sort of person understands he feels the constraints. He feels there is no freedom. He's only doing what he's programmed to do. And in the matrix things, so it's like the super evolution of AI. So you have AI which learns by itself, and then even Smith realizes that I got no freedom. I'm here only to curb and control all the digital rogue programs, and he himself wants to be also free. So the freedom comes on both sides. Freedom comes where someone. So Neo is totally clueless. Not Neo. Neo is not clueless. What's his name? Thomas Anderson, right? What is his name? Thomas Anderson. Anderson, meaning the word Anderson. Anderson means born out of man. That's the meaning of the word Anderson. This name is properly chosen. Anderson means born out of man. Yeah. And Thomas means twin. In this language called Aramaic, Thomas means twin. So you'll notice in the first part of the movie when Smith is speaking with me, he says, Mr. Anderson, yeah, you've been living a double life. Yeah, he says that. This is the meaning. It's a twin. Thomas means twin. He's living a life in the matrix and he's also living a life where he wants to get out of the matrix. He realizes there is some goof up. There's some gochi going on. He doesn't know what it is. He realizes that there is something goofy here. So that duality of his life is already there in his name, Thomas. Thomas means twin. But Smith doesn't have that duality. Smith is completely stuck in the matrix. He's a design program in the matrix, and even that program wants freedom. So freedom is coming from both. One is the Neo type freedom or the Mr. Anderson type freedom. Smith has no chance. He cannot come to the Mr. Anderson side freedom because he's not born out of man. He's stuck. His only existence is in the matrix, and he wants freedom even from that. See, that is the symbolism of it.
Oh, what's
भैया
the
जय
hard meaning?
गुरुदेव। भैया जय गुरुदेव।
हाँ, yes, जय गुरुदेव, yes.
भैया मैट्रिक्स के जो कैरेक्टर्स हैं उनको अगर अपन उसका करस्पॉन्डेंस देखना चाहें स्पिरिचुअल वर्ल्ड में, तो आर्किटेक्ट यानी किसके इक्विवेलेंट या क्या चीज होगी स्पिरिचुअल वर्ल्ड में, और मशीन्स क्या होंगी?
So when you do this 1:1 linear thing, that's where you get confused. There is no reason for it to be a 1:1 correspondence. Overall construct is that the architect is the intelligence. It is the principle of intelligence. Okay. So there's no person. You cannot say architect is Brahma. So you will start falling into the hole. There is no such thing. It's a principle. Architect is a principle of intelligence. Behind that, so that intelligence is subtly driving everything. You know. Like you say, what do you mean by intelligence? Okay, fine. So let's look at it this way. You understand reaction, chemistry, all that you understand? Huh? Why do things react? Why does sodium react with chlorine to form sodium chloride? Do you understand basic chemistry stuff? You understand why that happens? You'll say, of course, but yeah, what do you mean? You don't know why that happens? They form an octet and the outer orbitals make octet and then that's stable and then all that stuff. But how does those electrons know that octet has to be formed? Firstly, they have to go over a potential barrier. They have to overcome the potential barrier and then the octet forms and then they go to a lower energy state after that high energy state potential barrier. How do they know that even there is a low energy state on the other side of the high energy state potential barrier? How do they know that? So there is some intelligence somewhere, even on the subtle. It's way subtle. It is not on the level of the length scales we are even used to. It is way below even Planck length scale. Planck length scale is what? 10 to the minus 34 type in some SI units. The intelligence length scale is far subtler than that. There is a tattva, that's why it's called principle. It's like not even field. Even field is very gross compared to the tattva. So there's a principle of intelligence. That is the architect. And what does the architect say? The architect says that, listen, everything has to be accounted for. You can't like have just random fractions floating around here and there. Okay. And the sum total of all the remainders is Neo, and he's the seventh generation or the fifth, whatever. He's not the first guy. Each time there are these imperfections that creep up, and those imperfections have to be accounted for. You cannot just let them go. There are many of these trick problems where people say, what you take a triangle and you cut it in certain way and then you reorient the pieces and suddenly there's a hole that appears in the middle. Remember these kind of puzzles? ये hole कहाँ से आया? Some is यहाँ से वहाँ से काट के they will reorganize it like that and suddenly there's a hole. It's like, you what the heck? Where did the hole come from? That hole comes from not accounting for the imperfections. Those lines that the puzzle guy cuts, they're not exactly correct lines. They are a little bit distorted. And the sum total of all those distortions forms this empty space in the middle. When you account for that, there is no contradiction. People miss that accounting for the imperfect or for the remainder. This is the principle. The job of the architect is to make sure that everything is accounted for. The intelligence is, there's no bias there. कि oh, ये तो fraction है, इसको छोड़, rounding error. There's no such thing as rounding error. So from there, you have to understand it from there. It's a principle. There's no character. There's no confusion comes because people think, oh, there is Brahma. There is no such thing as Brahma. It is a principle. It's the principle of creation. Something, there's a tattva there that helps something to create. Then there's a tattva there that helps something to sustain. So you call it Vishnu. There is no such three-headed guy with a beard sitting up there in the sky. There is no such thing. These are symbolism, so all the innocent people can understand. Objects are easy to figure out in the head, so you put some things. And the complication comes because you use the words interchangeably. You use Brahma time. Brahma time means what? There are some things that happen on a big time cycle. Then there is Vishnu time that happens on a little bit faster time cycle. Then there is Shiva time that happens on an even faster time cycle. But these are not people. The thing is, you can't say it's Brahma time because now you associate it with a person or an entity like that. There is no such thing. So it's a principle. Think of it as principles. Then there'll be no confusion. If you say equivalent 1:1, 1:1, तो तुम confuse हो जाओगे.
Yeah. And there is something like Neo getting connected to source. So that source in this case will again be intelligence or some product of intelligence.
यही तो. What do you mean by source? You have to understand, what does it mean by source? Source of what? See, we've got different concepts in our head. Source of what?
Whole creation as such.
What is the source of it?
That is intelligence itself.
Yeah. Are you okay for that source to be a random fluctuation which is completely meaningless? If I say that everything is a random fluctuation, that is no meaning behind it. It's just random. Are you okay with it? Are you comfortable with this approach?
No.
It will shake you. What do you mean there's no meaning behind? Of course you want a meaning behind it. है कि नहीं?
Yes.
क्या बोल रहे हो तुम? Meaning नहीं है. मेरा life is of course meaningful. What the heck are you talking about? यहीं तो अटक जाए तो everybody gets stuck here. The need to rationalize. Source means you'll go back and say, ये source आया. Greeks did the same thing. Greeks did exactly what you're saying. Greeks said, all right, here's a brick. What is the source of the bricks? I will cut it in half. Now that half, can I cut it even more? Then they cut it in half. Then they cut it in half. Then they cut it in half. So ऐसे करके they came to this thing called minimum cuttable piece. Okay. Does that become the source? It depends on the length scale you're talking about. है कि नहीं? And it's a recursive problem. At every length scale, you can have the same recursion that goes on and on and on and on and on. And then at a length scale of tiny time scales and tiny length scales, fluctuations become more important than the signal. Now what are you going to do? It's all random fluctuations. Abhi kya karoge? Somewhere you have to let go. This is the thing. Intellect is a stopping point. It will restrict your experience. Once you're stuck in the head with this whole rationalization thing, you will be stuck in the garage. Intellect is like being stuck in the car. The car will only go to the garage. You will never take the car will never take you inside your home. You'll be stuck in the car. Intellect को पकड़ के बैठोगे तुम गाड़ी में बैठे रहोगे. That's it. You'll be stuck in the car. Get out of the car, buddy. Go into the house. Guruji said the same thing. Intellect is required for you to come to a certain place. After that, you to let it go. Intellect also has to be unlatched. Okay? That's what it means. And then it will come as an experience. We talked about this. It might not be clear to you now, but we talked about this in the Patanjali Yoga Sutras deep dive when we did it. Understanding what is the meaning of yoga. Yoga doesn't mean physically sitting on top of something else and merging. That's a wrong definition of yoga. It's impossible to have because what you are going towards is infinity. By definition, it is never achievable to be there. It is infinity by definition. So then what's the meaning of yoga? Now you will have to come to the Patanjali Yoga Sutras deep dive to understand the principle. You have to make it real. You know, it's all this kind of stuff. I do all this nonsense. So then you will understand what I'm talking.
Jai Gurudev Bhaiya. Bhaiya, you had mentioned
Mentioned what?
Sandeep, Bhaiya, you had mentioned that source is what Neo is talking about is Haroz Khana Pina Sona cannot be the source of what I'm doing. he had more things to do in life. He always asked that question. That's why he was sleeping in front of the computer. And that's the start of where he decided that there's more to my life than just this. So being Neo was solving that purpose in his life.
At that time, he was Anderson. He was not Neo at that time. He was Anderson.
In front of the computer, he was a Neo.
No, he was Anderson. He never became Neo. He became Neo only later. Neo ka meaning hai, the Neo is not a word that is just randomly put. Neo means not new. Neo is an anagram of one, O-N-E. He is the one.
Oh, obviously that's something which Morpheus knew and he was trying to pursue him with that.
He was not trying to, he was pursuing. Morpheus doesn't try. He tries in your head. So, this is the reality. Our words restrict us. Doesn't he say, Morpheus, stop trying to hit me and hit me?
Hit me.
You're trying hi to problem hai. You're trying, if it's in your head, it will come in your words, it will come in your actions, everything will be trying. वो head से निकालना है. The word try, there is no try in the head. So when he's in front of the computer, you're right. When he's in front of the computer, he's Anderson. Then he gets a call from from Morpheus. Now this is an amazing thing. When he's in the office, he gets a call. This is the start of the movie. Yeah. And Morpheus is saying, they're coming for you and you do this, that. And he tells him, go behind this desk and go into this room and then go into the scaffolding and do all this kind of stuff. At this point, Anderson is going completely on faith. He has no freaking idea who this Joker is on the phone. Okay. He's going completely on faith. He knows that there is something which is not right. And this guy, he's telling him that, listen, this is going to happen. And he verifies, yeah, it happened. The door will open. Some people will come in. He sees, okay, now he has got confidence on this fellow. And he completely goes with the instructions. This is 100% faith. This is faith in action. He has nothing to hold on to. Everything is shaking. There's no solidity. When this thing happens, the only thing that is left with you is faith. This is the importance of faith. And then you understand the symbolism of the white rabbit. He says follow. He gets an instruction to follow the white rabbit. In the beginning, when he's doing some programming, then he sees the white rabbit on
the
this
tattoo
girl's
on the
shoulder.
lady, yeah, and then he follows.
Her, and that's where he meets Trinity. Follow the white rabbit means what? It's again a symbolism. The white rabbit is a thing that is representative of jumping here and there. never static, just moving around. And in Alice in Wonderland, how far down the rabbit hole would you like to go? It is going to the strangeness of the land. These are lands that nobody has seen. How far down the rabbit hole do you want to go? It comes from there. The white rabbit is a symbolism of how far down the unexplored path do you want to go. It is endless. Depends on you. The path only depends on you. You know, that's the symbolism of the white rabbit. Not everybody will follow the white rabbit. You got to have a basic qualification to even follow the white rabbit. So a little bit of the unsticking already happened for Anderson. Mr. Smith has a great way of saying, no, Mr. Anderson. I love him. Trinity also. What's the word Trinity mean? Trinity means so many things. You know, in the Vedic tradition,
In the
Trinity
Hindu
means
way, yeah. Shiva, Vishnu, Brahma.
All this stuff. Yeah. But the same Trinity happens even for the Christians. It is the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. It's a Trinity. This three is so nice. It's all three. Prakriti has how many gunas? 3. Ta-da. How many times do you say Om during your practice?
3.
Not 5. 3. How many times do you? Okay, now it's not 2 anymore. But how many cycles would you do for the? Woody Baba. 3 is an amazing number. Yeah. Trinity. Why there is 3? You know why there is 3? Because there is outer space, inner space, and ethereal space. There are 3 spaces. So when you say Om 3 times, it resonates in all the 3 spaces.
Outer, inner is understandable. What is the ethereal space?
Yahi to. That cannot be understood. That has to be experienced.
Okay. Something like the Matrix?
No, it's not the matrix. It's even more subtle than the matrix. Ethereal space. Morpheus ka naam malum hai? What's the meaning of the word Morpheus? Huh? Morpheus is the god of dreams. He is the maker of shapes. So he's the guy who has, you know, I have a dream speech like वैसा है Morpheus. But see the amazing thing in the Matrix, what they have shown. he has this dream of the one, and then he chooses Mr. Anderson, brings him to the red pill, blue pill, that whole thing. And then it becomes readily obvious that this guy is not ready. He has the potential to be ready, but he's not ready. And then Janta just turns against Morpheus saying, what the heck? You told us he's the guy. He can't even jump off of a building without falling. What the heck? क्या किया तू ये? Patiently he waits. Patiently he waits. He brings him to the oracle. That lady says, don't worry about it. Don't worry about what? Then he Then the vase topples over and it breaks. And that. Don't worry about that. He's not ready. He's totally like not ready. Even the kid knows more than this guy. He says it's not the spoon that bends. Imagine, this guy is the one, or at least that was the hope that he's the one. And here's the kid, bacha fellow, who knows much more than this fellow. He says dude, it's not the spoon that bends. And he says there is no spoon. He still doesn't get it. He still doesn't get it. And Morpheus just waits. And eventually, the realization comes that, all right, there is nothing that I cannot do. That's the realization that comes. Then he flips over from being Thomas Anderson to Neo. That's when he becomes Neo. When he says there are no restrictions, the restrictions are only my self-made restrictions, then he flips over. This is the great thing about a mentor. He makes sure that the person he's mentoring becomes much bigger than himself. This is the greatness of a mentor. If the person you're mentoring becomes as good as you, what the heck have you done? Nothing. You have to make that person better than you. Then only you're a mentor. Do you understand what I'm saying? All the great mentors, their students have become so much bigger than them. These are mentors. It's an amazing thing they have shown. He's not only his mentor, he is help. He goes into the helpless mode. I mean, Smith completely defeats him, and he's holding on, saying, "Aiga, this guy will come," and he comes in a helicopter, and all that stuff he does. You know, he's a mentor. He knows कि इसमें है capability. कभी तो आएगा. This is what Guruji says. There's a time and place for things to just flip over. Sometimes you see, even in our lives, you see, we put so much effort, nothing happens. In some other times, you see, you put a little bit effort, so much things happen. The time has to be right. The maturity has to come. All the pieces have to align, and then it happens. It's a journey. That's why it's called the journey. The journey is the Neo's journey. Have you seen the journey? He goes from the ignorant one. Everybody's in the matrix, everybody's laughing, this, that, partying, this, that. All happy. But that is from state of ignorance. Then he realizes, hey, wait a minute, there's something goofy. There's at least two. If not many, there are at least two. So he comes from an ignorant one to a confused two. And then he wants to go to a all-knowing one. That is the journey. That's what is shown in the matrix. This is the journey for everybody. This is exactly what Vashishta also says. Not Vashishta. Patanjali also says. There are various grades of consciousness, and there are things that are done at various grades, so that this is the journey. And they made a movie out of it. Yeah, it's amazing. All these effects and pretty cool. Can you please repeat Trinity? What do you want me to say about Trinity? Trinity is three. So you can take it as the creative energy, the sustaining energy, and the transformation energy. That is the Brahma, Vishnu, Mahesh interpretation. Or you can take it as the Father, Son, and Holy Spirit. That's the Christian interpretation. Or you can take it as whatever, the various akashas. So there is the outer space, the inner space, and the ethereal space. You can take it as that. Yes. Only three. Even the Sankhya philosophy. Prakriti is made up of what? Three gunas. There's no four, there's no five, it's precisely three. Sattva, Rajas, Tamas. चौथा भी नहीं है. There is not even four, there's only three. Anything in Prakriti will have the three gunas.
I didn't understand. No, what is the significance of the oracle not telling Neo that he is the one? She doesn't tell him. She says, in fact, no, you're not. So, what was the significance of that?
Yeah, she tells him you have the gift, but you're not. You know, it has to come from inside. See what happens if you tell somebody that, oh, you're so smart. I mean, you're going to solve the, you're going to unite all the fundamental forces of nature and then the complacency will come. You think, yeah, मेरे को तो मालूम है. Done. Then the working towards getting that will stop. So the oracle says, you got the gift, kid, but got still a little bit work to do. So here, have a cookie. And she gives him a cookie. Every mentor or even Guruji does that. Huh? He says, there is no difference between you and me. And then you say, of course, Guruji, there's a difference. You are Guruji and I am a joker. There's a difference. Then he says, here's some cookie. He gives a fruit or something, peda, something he will give, go. Potential is seen. Only a person whose consciousness is elevated enough can recognize the potential. Otherwise, we can't recognize. I cannot recognize potential in anybody. I think that everybody is an idiot. But that is my problem. It's not the other person's problem. It is completely my problem. I cannot see the potential. I mean, I could not see. Now I can see a little bit, but I could not see. 10, 15 years ago, I thought everybody is a dumb joker. What the heck? But the problem was on my side, not on the other person's side. Only when the consciousness gets refined that you can start seeing the potential. Means what? You are going beyond the noise. First, you're seeing all the imperfection, and then you see the signal behind it saying, Acha, that is there. So let the imperfections die down, and then the signal will come. So you wait. So she says, dude, you got the gift, kid, but here's a cookie for now. That's what she said. It's like that.
Can I ask a question? Is there any significance in Mr. Smith planting the bug in Anderson's abdomen? Does that have significance?
Yes. The abdomen, especially the navel region, is the second brain. Only now physicians are even realizing that there are these. There's this thing called. You're a physician, aren't you? So there is this thing called enteric nervous system. Have you heard of that?
Yes.
The enteric nervous system is centered around the gut, around the navel region.
Yeah.
And the enteric nervous system is even more important than the nervous system that generates from the brain. Only now people are realizing the gut feeling, etc., is coming from the enteric nervous system. So what Smith does is he wants to go to the more important portion of the nervous system. So he plants the bug in the abdomen, not in the head. And then Trinity knows that this Smith is a sort of slimy fellow. So in the car, she says, dude, we got to undo all the stuff. So she pulls it out of the thing and then they drop it in the road, in the rain, like that. So that's the thing. The enteric nervous system is in the gut. And we don't understand yet, at least I don't understand. Maybe the physicians now understand, but I don't understand how that enteric nervous system actually functions, because those neurons are not well studied. Everybody's just focused on the study of the neurons in the head or in the brain. But there's a whole neuron network in the gut, not in the gut, but in the around the navel. So therefore, mythologically also, you see the Padmanabha, like so it's born out of the lotus coming from the navel, you know. So people understood it many, many years ago that there is a thing in the navel. Eventually we'll figure it out, but at least I don't know. Maybe you guys, all the physicians, you can tell me. That's what it symbolizes, the bug. It's the enteric nervous system. Is that the right word? Enteric? I think so, yeah.
Enteric. Enteric.
Enteric. Yeah. Enteric. Smith. Yeah, Smith is the guy who keeps the rogue programs from becoming rogue. Rogue means lawbreaker, not lawbreaker. Yeah, but I mean rogue. You understand the meaning of rogue? Rogue. So Smith is the person who prevents all these rogue programs from becoming out of control. That is the role of Mr. Smith. He's also created by the Matrix. I mean, he's a program. And then he becomes all powerful. He becomes so powerful that in the last one, the only way to kill Smith is for Neo to die. And then there's a agreement with the Matrix that I will die, I will take Smith with me, and then you will reset everything, and everything gets reset. It's a complementary opposite. Neo and Smith are the complementary opposites. You can't have one without the other. There are only two choices for Neo. What's the meaning of that? After coming to the source, there are two choices for me. Where is that?
I think she means the red pill and the blue pill only.
That's a choice. I mean, choice is always binary. No? If there are choice of three, the brain cannot process it. It will choose between 1 and 2, and then it will take that choice and choose between that and the remaining one. Brain only does 1 and 2. There's no 3 there.
So Morpheus, what happens to Morpheus in the end is not clear to me. He just disappears. That's the last bit doesn't make it.
And second thing, second question of mine
is what you said in Patanjali Yoga Sutra also, that mind cannot exist without the body. Mind cannot exist without the body, but so sometimes in meditation we are not aware of the body, but the thoughts are there, which are like in the mind. So mind is still there when the body awareness is not there. So can you just elaborate a little on that? So one is first tell me what happens to Morpheus in that.
What happens to Morpheus in the end means he's there. He's on that Nebuchadnezzar. No?
So everything was collapsed. Shown in the end, everything is collapses down, and only this Neo and Trinity are shown alive, but the Morpheus and the other companion which was alive weren't shown in the end. So I thought, where did they go? They all collapsed with the collapsing material earth.
Now they come back, no? It's there in the next part.
Hello. Yeah, could I ask something?
Yeah, sure.
This is Usha Kumar. What is the similarity in the story of Matrix with our ancient scriptures like Yog Vashisht and Ashtavakra Gita? Is there a similarity in some thoughts?
Yeah. I mean, Vashisht, this is all Vashisht. Even Ashtavakra. How does it start? Ashtavakra, how does it start? Janak says,
The
dude.
dream. He had a dream, and in the dream, Janak saw that he was hungry and there was poverty in his kingdom. But when he woke up, he thought he was sitting with his in his darbar, and it was just a dream. So, what was reality? He asked Ashtavakra and other saints. So, what was reality? My dream or this my present life? And he wanted to have knowledge, vairag, and moksha. That was his question, Ashtavakra.
So that is exactly Anderson's question. Thomas
The
Anderson,
dream and reality.
you answered your own question. This is exactly what Thomas Anderson also goes through confusion. What is real? Is the matrix the real thing or the life outside? So you answered your own question. You found the similarity. Done.
Yes, you're right. The dream and the reality. Yeah.
What is real?
Anything else? Yeah. Anything else? Because this is matrix is virtual reality. Matrix is virtual reality, but one doesn't know what is virtual reality. Is it reality? What is virtual reality?
Virtual reality as defined as not your experience of reality. What do you mean by virtual reality?
Right. It's just a word for me that it's a actual, like we are watching your program on Zoom. This is also for me a virtual reality, because we cannot touch or anybody, but we are talking to them, we are watching them, and we feel connection also. So for me, this is virtual world. So nowadays, children spend so much time in the virtual world. All the time, their friends are on screen.
Achha, so now tell me. ठीक है, now friends are on screen. ठीक है, तो ये screen आपको दिख रहा है बाहर. हाँ. Things are already in the screen. They are just on the screen of your thought or of your mind. है ना? आपकी जो memories हैं वो क्या है? Are they real?
Those
or are they?
Yeah.
Are they virtual or are they real?
Actually, if they are thoughts, then I think at one point they were real. if it's in memory, it's not real now. At one time when it was real, but now it's in memory. What do you think? I have to ask you.
Are you
I'm
sure
not
it was?
authority.
Are you sure it was real?
I don't know. You have to answer my question.
ना आपका experience क्या है? It's not my answer. I'm leading you to realizing your own answer. आपका experience क्या है? कि when that thing was happening, it was real. Now it has become virtual. आपके definition में it has become virtual. Mind में memory है. ठीक है?
These are impressions. Memories are our
impression. So, which is real? Is the memory real or that thing that was happening was real? What is real?
Don't know.
यही तो journey
I
है.
don't know.
This is the journey. Firstly, recognize that there are at least two. Most people don't even recognize that there are two different things going on here. They're completely clueless. Now you recognize that there are at least two things.
Mhm.
Have you had a dream? Have you ever had a dream? आप सो रहे हो and you had a dream that you have become superwoman and you jump from 75 building and go through the wall and वो wall में ऐसा suddenly वो ऐसा क्या वो Donald Duck का cartoon में कैसे the hole becomes the shape of that you went in and that wall became that shape. You have all this stuff, right? You have dreamt like this? आपको कभी ऐसा dream आया? Or maybe you are a
Not me.
doctor and you saved somebody with a surgery and something. Yeah, you had this dream, isn't it?
No, not me. No.
अच्छा, though then you went on a vacation somewhere, ना? कहीं तो Goa somewhere, I don't know, Himalayas, Kedarnath, somewhere you went on vacation. You had this dream कि यार, I'm here like this. नहीं, you don't have any dreams?
Not like this.
Not like
No.
this.
No. In my dreams, sometimes I see my relatives who are not here.
And उसके बाद when you wake up, then you realize that those relatives are no longer here.
It was so real. I mean, I was talking to them, and they are no more in this world. They have left this world.
So maybe you have left their world and now you're no longer in their world and you are just gone there and that was real. So now you exactly come to where Janak was. यार ये है या वो है? It is this or that. Depends on where you put the flag. Na? You are putting the flag here. Janak said the flag could be there. Which is real? Now you're asking the right question. You understand? This is exactly the start of the journey. Where is your flag of reference? Remember in the inception, there is this device that they spin, and if that device wobbles, then you're in the dream state, and if the device doesn't wobble, remember this whole thing? It is a
Not
thing
exactly.
it is the thing to put an anchor key. Where is the reality? Because when you're caught up in this thing, everything is equally real or unreal. There is nothing to distinguish between those two. So that spinning thing, Inception dekha? You guys have not watched Inception?
Yes, I watched.
Inception mein hai na? That spinning top thing, that little bit. That's the way to check ki where are you? Because there is no reference. This whole thing could be real. I mean, dream. And that deep conversation you had with your relative, that could be the reality. And you are outside it now. How do you know? This is the journey. So what does Vashish say? He says, look at it as a series of actions. Not making it a concept, but only somebody who is established in Vairagya, only that person, the realization will come. Otherwise, if you're not established in Vairagya, the realization does not come. How much ever effort you put, it is useless. The effort goes into getting established in Vairagya.
I mean detachment.
Not detachment. Not detachment as a concept. Detachment as an experience.
As an experience. Okay.
It's not so easy to do, unfortunately.
And when we say that establish in your own consciousness, establish in your own being, is it different from this Vairagya?
Being का क्या meaning है?
Or mean yourself?
Self का क्या meaning है?
It's just consciousness is the word I understand. That when we talk about it.
Yeah. So it is
Mean,
not.
Not get stuck in Maya. Not get stuck in Maya.
Yeah.
Just be a witness. Be a witness. Just observe it. Don't get stuck in it.
Who is being
be with yourself. Be with yourself. Don't get stuck in outside world.
Yeah. All this is correct. But now make it an experience. Right now it's an idea.
Yes.
Make it an
Slowly,
experience.
very slowly it comes. And where it comes only for a moment, it doesn't last very long.
No, it lasts a long time.
I mean, not with me. I mean, still I have to practice.
No. It lasts with you also for a long time.
I see. I see.
I'm not making this up. See, the time scales of these things are so different. A microsecond of this state is enough for it to last you for your whole lifetime. You just don't know it.
Yeah.
It is there. आपके अंदर जो background में है stability that is coming from these tiny glimpses of this realization, and then you see your whole life becomes little bit steady, more steady, whatever, less perturbed. है ना? It is lasting a long time. You just don't recognize it is lasting a long time. When you're sitting for Sahaj, 20 minute Sahaj में hardly 30 seconds हो रहा है Sahaj. बाकी सब तो time pass ही चल रहा है ना? But those 30 seconds or 5-7 seconds is more than enough. And eventually that 5 seconds will become 7, and that 7 will become 9, and then 9 will become 15, and the 15 will become 1 minute, and the 1 minute will become 20 minutes. Ta-da! Slowly होगा. It's Inception देखो जाके आप. Go watch Inception. The time scales of a dream, within a dream, 5 minutes here becomes 20 hours somewhere else.
Yeah, right.
This is exactly what even loop quantum gravity is saying, that when you go into these singularities, then there's a bounce back that happens. It happens at an extremely long time, which means what? It could be happening at what we call the Brahma time scale, which you and I will never see because it's such a big cycle. For a person there's no clutter in the mind, and immediately they see it. We talked about this on Patanjali Deep Dive. What restricts you? When you rely on your senses, that you get restricted. So don't be hard on yourself. You have the experience already. Otherwise, you'd not ask the question. The very fact you're asking such questions means you already got it. It's there inside. Now you just have to culture it. That's all.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Hallucination is a
Can
reality.
I ask about the lady in the red dress, the significance of that in terms of our attachments?
Lady in the red dress. It's amazing concept, na? The lady in the red dress. It is it's the bondage. It is the association of the outside. When you focus on the lady in the red dress, you're in a bound state, distracted state, unsettled mind. There's no clarity there. And what happens is, this is exactly what happens to Cypher. Cypher is now, Morpheus brought him out of the matrix. You know. But Cypher still has attraction to the lady in the red dress. He wants to go back. He said, I've had enough of this nonsense. Of this, I like to go back to the matrix. So there are people like Cypher also. And how does he do that? He makes a deal with Mr. Smith saying, I will give you an in to these guys if you give me an out to go back into the matrix, because I want to be with the lady in the red dress. That I like that part. I want to smoke the cigar and I want to, have all the food and all this stuff. And then Smith says, all right, you give me an in to these jokers, I'll give you an in, I'll plug you back into the matrix, and you will not remember any of the stuff that has happened. That's the deal Cypher makes. So he starts the phone and he drops it into the garbage can. And that is how Smith tracks that phone. Remember that? So this is the significance of, so what's happening? It is our associations that are binding us. That's what they say. So your I-ness, your your sense of identity of I am such and such. I have such and such traits. I've got such and such qualities. I've got such and such roles to play. I've got such and such duties. All this stuff. That is what keeps us bound and not free. Moment you start disassociating, when the ego starts disassociating with all the grosser levels, remember 7 levels of existence: body, breath, mind, intellect, memory, ego, and self. That ego is the feeling of I-ness, I am. And that I-ness interacts with all the upper levels, interacts with the, not interacts, identifies with the body, identifies with the mind, identifies with the memory, identifies with the intellect. This upper identification is what leads to bondage. This is all lady in the red dress. When the ego starts identifying with the one level that is below it, that is freedom, that is moksha, that is liberation. You're one step away from enlightenment. Every single person is just, you have to change the direction. From up, you have to go down. That's it, one step. Very difficult step, but that's only one step. It's only one. I never said it's going to be easy. I'm only saying it's one step. Okay, it's the most difficult step, but that's it. It's only one step. Okay, done, right? 1 hour.
Will the next discussion be about Inception?
Do anything. We can do whatever. In the next session will be about Sholay. है ना? तुम्हारा नाम क्या है बसंती? हाँ? यानी क्या लिखा है मूवी यार, बाय गॉड, है ना? नौटंकी साला. Huh? You have to do Sholay. Otherwise, what's the fun? ये मैट्रिक्स इंसेप्शन में कितना हेवी, थोड़ा लाइट करेगा. Sholay. We'll do Sholay.
I have one more question.
Yeah.
When Neo goes to see the oracle and she points to the quotation in Latin above the door, does that have significance in terms of our 7 levels of existence?
Yes, of course. Yeah.
Can you explain that, please?
Oh, I leave that to the user as an exercise. How about that? You know, in all these textbooks, you say this is left to the user as an exercise. You know, that saying on the door is amazing. It is so much deep. But yeah. Okay, do this. Watch it yourself again. That's saying, and there are a couple of websites also, they will explain that thing. If that is still not clear to me, then you WhatsApp me and then we will have a chat. How about that? But do a little bit of stretching exercise on your own also, no? Then it'll be good. Everything in the matrix has a reason for being there. So there's nothing like just randomly put there. Even the fight sequence in the train station. Remember that? Because that train comes again in the next part and in the next part when he's chasing the key maker and all this stuff. The train is there all the time. Like a portal. The train is the portal.
भैया वो ट्रिनिटी हर चीज पहले बार कैसे सीखती है? डायरेक्ट हेलीकॉप्टर राइड करना, बाइक चलाना एंड ऑल.
Yeah. this is the ultimate download, huh? So
That's very true. मतलब बहुत quick होता है वो.
you need a stable mind and a clutter-free mind, and then things are accessible to you. You don't have to know everything at all the time, but as and when the information is needed or the skill sets are needed, it will come. It's available to download. But for that, a lot of hard work has to be done. You know, vrittis have to be thinned out. All that other mundane stuff has to be done. Only then it comes. It
And
won't
you
come just
say
sitting and drinking cup of chai. You'll say, "Chal, abhi now I want to fly airplane." No, nahi hoga. It's impossible. It's not the spoon that bends. There is no spoon. Okay, done.
yes.
Even the last
Trinity and Neo love story. Huh. Arey, there has to be some masala. Otherwise, why will people watch the movie? Yeah. There has to be a boy meets girl and boy sings song with girl. And there was no roses there. So no trees. A.R. Rahman was not there to make Dil Se. Re. This would be so nice, no? To put Dil Se in Matrix, but there was no A.R. Rahman. So they had to do something.
Bhaiya, even towards the last, as you told us, when the Smith shoots at Neo and then the bullets fall off. So that was the scene when we remembered you. You say shoot and it falls off. So
Yeah.
that we wanted to know from you what it is. Once
Yeah,
again, yeah.
that's a very important scene. So where this Smith is shooting and Neo says no. And the bullets just stop there and they fall. Yeah. That is after Neo has realized that he is the one. He realizes that there is no restriction. He can do anything. He's like fully. And now he's seeing the Matrix as the Matrix. There is no distortion. He knows. So when such people are there, where the realization is fully blossomed, their no becomes extremely powerful. Their no cannot be circumvented. That no has a meaning.
So again, can we relate this no to what we heard in Ashtavakra also, Bhaiya? We said no has more importance than a yes.
No has more importance than a yes only for certain people. For
Yeah.
these people
So
who are fully out of the clutches of the mundane, only their no is important. My no is useless. I can say no to anything. It's a meaningless thing. You
yeah,
understand?
so we was new at that level, Bhaiya, then that he said no and the bullets went off. I mean, went down. So
So what happened?
no, can we relate to that Ashtavakra thing? What we heard of was his no also that significant?
I mean, that's what I'm saying now. Ashtavakra is also saying the same thing. He's saying that the no of the free person is more powerful. But it only applies to the free person. You cannot apply that to the non-free person. The rules of Ashtavakra get confusing because you apply it at the wrong place. Ashtavakra says you are not the doer. Are you are not the doer is only for person who is working at 100% capacity. Only that person realizes that he's not the doer. If you're working at even 95%, you are the doer. You're stuck in doership. If you're working at 50%, तो तुम छोड़ ही दो. You don't even listen to Ashtavakra. You are fundamentally the doer. Huh. When you apply the rules from the wrong level to the wrong level, then confusion happens. Ashtavakra says that the no is powerful only for somebody who is at the level of Janak. Only that person's no is powerful. My no is useless. What the heck do I know? I can say no. Who cares? Kuch bhi bol tu, hai na? But I'm not at the level of Janak. So the transition is to get to the level of Janak. Then you will also realize you're not the doer. All that other thing also comes. Ashtavakra becomes a concept in the head because you're not at the level of Janak and you think, yeah, मैं तो Janak जैसा हूँ. I'm the king. Boss, get real. Yeah, नीचे आओ. This is the problem. Only Janak can say, Aho Niranjan, because he already realizes fully. Even he will say, Aho karke kya chod, bas, go back to work. You understand? So don't be hard on yourself. Yeah, it's a journey. You and I both are on the same journey. Yeah. Now there's another thing about Trinity and Neo, but okay, we won't get into it now. It's too late. Next, we'll do Matrix 2.0. Yeah, usme karenge. We'll talk about all this sign on the wall of why did the flower pot have to break? Yeah. If the architect knew, not architect, if the oracle knew that he's going to break the flower pot, why didn't she just say, oh, wait, just watch it. There's a flower pot behind you. She says what? Don't worry about it. Worry about what? Ah. Why didn't she just stop it? I mean, it was such a nice flower pot. What's the point of it breaking? What's the significance of that? You know,
Is it means event will happen?
That you have to resolve for yourself. I'm just asking the question. I'm not going to give
Okay. I just want to give the one thing that the last scene when Morpheus goes and the Trinities also pass through that, and then he is the only one left to face the Mr. Smith. And first they are saying that run. He turned back and he see that doors and everything, but then he decide, okay, he's not going to run this time and he's going to face it. And that is the time Trinity asks, what is he doing? Now, at that time, Morpheus says, there is a knowing a path and one is there walking a path. So he believes.
Exactly, right. Yep. So it has gone from information to
realization.
That transition has happened. Done. समझ में आया तेरे को finally. Ta-da.
ये जब देखा तभी भी मैंने सबसे पहले एकदम से याद किया that my thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
Realization. I don't know about anyone else, but I do remember in a day at least 20 times you bhaiya doing some or the other thing.
Yeah, I'm getting incessant hitchkies. Se mere ko aa raha hai. Now I know the cause of it. I will come to your house and I will have a nice cup of chai. Then all the hitchkies will go.
Pakka.
I'm also one of them, increasing the number of hitchkies. So whenever you're in India, you're most welcome to Bangalore, to my place when you come to Ashram.
Yeah. Yeah. It's been fun, na? All that interaction time pass.
Yeah. But yeah, when you come to Mumbai, we'll all come and meet at least once.
Yeah,
whenever you have some time.
time तो I can make time. I can do anything. हम चाय और खाने के लिए कुछ भी कर सकते हैं. हाँ, it's like that.
All of you all are most welcome to Bangalore because anyways, everybody, whenever you're in India, obviously you're coming to Bangalore because ashram is there. So my home is there. So you're most welcome. Anyways, you wouldn't have any reason not to come because anyways, Bangalore, all of you, it's the favorite place when you come to India. So all of you all are most welcome for a get together to my place in Bangalore.
Okay, cool. Done?
Bhaiya, why did Oracle say that in one hand you have your life and in the other hand you have Morpheus' life when both of them kept alive in the end? Why she lied to him? Or was she trying to confuse him about something?
No, this is a very important question. But you asked it after the time is over, so I cannot answer. Time khatam ho gaya. End of. So bad light has been declared. Now no balls can be bowled. Okay. Now it has to go to the next stage play. It's like that.
Yeah, Matrix 2.0.
No, but okay, maybe I'll answer this one question. This is very important thing. Do you realized in your life also where certain situation is in front of you and you think it is unsurmountable? कि यार ये तो impossible है. This I cannot do. है कि नहीं? Haven't you heard? I mean, it's not as thing as Morpheus life versus Trinity life, but there is a situation, everybody has gone through it. Reflect on your life. You might have saying, "Oh, ये तो impossible है. I cannot get out of this." Yes or no? Yet here you are. You're out of that. You realize it. This is a practical example of it. The universe doesn't ever give you a problem for which you don't already have a solution. You simply have to find the solution. It might seem impossible, but the situation won't even come to you unless you already have the solution for it. And she's just preparing this guy. At that time, he's Anderson. He's not even Neo. He has the potential to be Neo. So he says, you will have to choose. And then he figures out how to do both. For that, he has to know that he is limitless. There is no limit on him. Even when Trinity is dead, he just reaches in and he restarts the heart. Done. He has full control. There is nothing he cannot do. Okay, so yeah. You'll never be faced with a situation that you don't already have a solution to. Might not seem like that, but that's how it is. Guruji has spoken about it. I'm not making this up. This is Guruji's lines. I'm not saying it. It's coming directly from him. And if you don't trust Guruji, then you're in the wrong place, buddy. Okay. भाई ने बोला ना, बस, done. Now it has to be your experience. Look at your own life, yaar. You have gone through this. Every single one of us has gone through this. When my mom died, I thought that was the end of my life. Here I am. It's something that's moving you through it. You have the solutions inside of you. Why we get stuck? Tell me. Why you get stuck in inaction? Because you want to make the best decision. है कि नहीं? Perfect होना चाहिए. Decision has to be perfect. क्या meaning है? Perfection. Is there any confusion between a bad choice and a good choice? Is there any confusion there?
No.
No, right? Yeah. So where is the confusion? It's either a good choice or a better choice. or a good choice or a slightly inferior choice, but it's all on the good side. So who cares? Does it really matter that much? You get
I
stuck
think
in.
when we make a wrong choice, it's the time it takes in your life to get back to the realization. The
अरे, but
bad
there is,
choices take you away from realization. They're unconscious.
but यही तो मैं बोल रहा हूँ, there is no such thing as a bad choice. It is a choice that you made at that point in time.
But the amount of time and effort spent to get back on the path, my God, that's immense. It's like
अरे
a big
no,
punishment of its own.
I'll tell you one thing. ठीक है, I'll tell you one thing. Suppose you have choice A and B. ठीक है, you don't know what to do. ये करूँ या ये करूँ, हाँ? Maybe you're stuck in that song. क्या करें क्या ना करें ये कैसी मुश्किल है, हाँ? You're stuck in that song. तुम्हारा लाइफ वो सॉन्ग में रिस्ट्रिक्टेड है. अभी क्या करो तुम? A and B चॉइस है. You flip a coin. Heads आया तो A, tails आया तो B. ठीक है? The most amazing thing is that moment you flip the coin, you know what you want to do, even before the outcome of the flip. This is the importance of flipping a coin. It is not about if heads comes or tails comes. The process of flipping the coin, when the coin is in the air, you know कि यार B आए तो अच्छा होगा, A नहीं चाहिए, है ना? That will come automatically. This is the power of your subconscious. The subconscious knows what to do. You just have to trigger it. Subconscious already knows. The conscious mind is not even latching onto the signal of the subconscious. The flipping of the coin, the conscious mind latches onto the subconscious right there when the coin is in the air. You know exactly batting करना है या fielding करना है ना? Dhoni knows when the coin is tossed. He knows. Same thing happens. This tossing of the coin is amazing. It's the triggering of the subconscious. It automatically comes. Khatam. So when you're stuck in inaction, you toss a coin. कितना सिंपल हो गया अभी लाइफ है ना? लेफ्ट टर्न लूं या राइट टर्न लूं? टिंग कॉइन, हाँ चल लेफ्ट टर्न, डन, finished. No, it's not as simple as that, but that's the inner workings. Rely on your subconscious. Anyway, you're doing sadhana, all that. Rely on your subconscious. It will not lead you astray. It cannot. It's not designed like that. Yeah, the physician Dana is saying, what the heck, this guy is talking nonsense. There's no such thing as subconscious. Okay, fine. That's a different discussion. No, it's not Dina. It was the other guy. What's the other fellow from South Africa? The guy with the beard? Smart fellow. I forget his name now.
Rishi?
No. He's a South African physician. Dana, do you know him? He's been on some of the sessions.
I don't know him personally, but I know who you're talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I forget his name now. Okay, people. Good. Maja aaya? Was helpful? All right. Jai Gurudev.
Thank you so much, Bhaiya. Jai Gurudev.
Thank you,
Thanks,
Bhaiya. Jai
Satan.
Gurudev. Thank you so much. Jai Gurudev.
Yeah, Jai Gurudev.
Thank
you so
you very
much.
much.
Thank
Jai
you.
Gurudev.
Great session. Really enjoyed it. Thank you.
Thank you.
Amazing session. Thank you so much.
Enjoy.
Looking forward to the Sholay session.
Clarifies lots of things in mind. Thank you very much.